Hello. This is my presentation on Ben Carson, the 2016 Republican candidate. So to start with, he's a surgeon at Johns Hopkins University that separated Siamese twins, and he was the first to do so. And well, he separated them at the head. And he graduated from Yale, which is very prestigious. And then he went to medical school at the University of Michigan. And he has a documentary about him called Gifted Hands, where it starts from his childhood and it goes through his life up to where he separated the Siamese twins. And you could see he escaped through poverty through education. So he's a pretty amazing guy. And here's a closer up look at the slide. And so as far as his policies on ISIS, he generally wants to take a strong offensive towards ISIS. So the three things that he mentions in his campaign is that he wants to blockade the Middle Eastern countries with terrorists in them and place economic sanctions on them, as well as bring forces directly into the countries. And it seems like a noble thing to try to combat terrorism, but in reality, if he doesn't really think about what the consequences of his policies would be. So, if he executes his plan, not only terrorists will be hurt, but the civilians in the countries with the terrorists in them will suffer. Like, here's a picture of children in the Middle East, and they're like drinking out of a puddle on the ground. Like, if we impose more economic sanctions on them, on the Middle East, children won't be able to receive medical attention, and they will have even less access to clean drinking water. And maybe terrorists will be hurt by this, but yeah, like a whole other group of people, like many more people than just terrorists, will be hurt by Ben Carson's policies. And Ben Carson has good intentions, but his policies in action would probably anger a lot of civilians in the Middle East and actually promote terrorism there, as opposed to getting rid of the few terrorists that are in that country by targeting the whole country. It's a pretty bad plan by Ben Carson. So that's about it. Thank you.